Okay, so this is the sofa stretch. What you're going to need here is a kind of box, wall, or you can even use the sofa or couch at your house. Just something, or a bench even, something to put your foot against. So because you want to have your foot against something, not necessarily on something, but more so against something. So if this is a wall, your foot would be further forwards like that. And all you're going to do is get into like a half kneeling lunge position with that back foot nice and high up. And we're just going to stay upright here, and we're just going to stretch down the front of the thigh here. Now what I want you to do as well in this position is actually squeeze your right glute, that butt cheek, squeeze it forward, and that's going to give you a nice big stretch through the front of the quad there, through the hip flexors. We can also reach up with our hand and lean back ever so slightly, or lean into it there, pushing those hips forward if you feel a little more of a stretch. For some of you this will be enough, and that's absolutely fine. What I would say is don't lean forward in this position, because we go back into a bit more hip flexion. We want to be in that extension position, pushing and squeezing that glute, pushing it forward. As well, if you're not as flexible, you may want to slide your knee forward and further away from the kind of the box or the wall, just to take a little bit of pressure off, with the goal of sliding further backwards, so your knee is kind of really close to the wall, and then, I don't know if you can see this from the side, but so your butt can get really close to your heel, okay? So we want to ideally be here. There we're getting a really good stretch. That shows me you've got really good mobility. If you're a bit more kind of out here in this position, you're forward, and you've got quite a big gap between your kind of glute and your heel, then you're probably not quite as flexible as we need to be through the thigh muscles on the front there. Okay, so that is the sofa stretch.